You're looking to take your summer to the next level? Well, today we're telling you about a way to do exactly that. The Vanderhoof Airshow returns, and it's going to be a banger this year. They got a jet car, they got a hot air balloon, and they got so much more. We're going to tell you all about on CKPG Today. One of the best events of the year in Vanderhoof is coming up soon, the Vanderhoof Airshow, in celebration with, of course, the community turning 100. The Airshow is putting on some big festivities as well, including some very special guests. We got Paul Collard in to talk more about it today via Zoom. Thanks so much for joining us, Paul. How are you?
Well, Caden, looking forward to the event coming up, as I hope everybody in Prince George is.
Yeah, so tell me about this event. Vanderhoof's having a big celebration of 100 years, and the Airshow seems to be kind of joining in on part of this with some very special guests as well.
The Airshow is a couple of weeks later. We're going to be putting on our usual two-day extravaganza of aerobatics and acts this year. So we've managed to stretch back into a two-day show.
So this year, I was reading some of the highlights here, Paul, and things like a hot air balloon, a jet car, and more items from the Erickson collection in Oregon coming north as well. Where do you want to start? I think the hot air balloons got me pretty excited, but what's got you excited?
Yeah, the hot air balloon seems to have really touched a chord with everybody. It's going to be, I've got to make sure that everybody knows it's a tethered ride in this balloon. You're not going to go sailing off on the countryside, okay?
Darn, what do you mean you can't send me to Sinkit Mountain, Paul?
We probably could, but I don't think you could afford it. So the balloon is going to be taking up to, I believe, 6 people at a time in the basket. And we have carefully arranged times for these tickets. So if you want to ride in the air balloon, I think all the tickets are sold online already for the designated times, but there's still maybe a few spots available on the site on the day.
So this is July 25th and 26th, folks, if you're wondering. Get your tickets in advance. The more in advance, the better. The other thing, Paul, yeah, I mean, the hot air balloon would make quite the obstruction for the acrobatics, but the hot air balloon won't harm a jet car? Is this what I read online? Tell me about this.
Insanity jet car. We are really looking forward to this. This gentleman has this gigantic jet engine on wheels, which will be burning up the runway, making a lot of noise and a lot of smoke. And at one point in the show, we've actually got it designated to compete in a race with a microjet.
Yeah, that's wild. I was looking at the car. It's kind of like something out of Back to the Future, except I would imagine it goes a little faster than the movie went.
You bet. Yep.
And the Erickson collection, of course, I can't forget about in years past, the B-15, but tell me what they got planned this year.
Okay, we are very, very fortunate to get probably the only flying Dauntless aircraft in the world, which has been recently restored by the Erickson collection. And these aircraft were pretty old-fashioned when the war started, but they played a very, very big part in the Pacific War. And they were designed as almost as a dive bomber. They have these special dive brakes. So they were known by the Japanese forces as whistling death.
The goal of the air show, is it to inspire youth to fly one day? Is that part of it, Paul?
Now, that's a part of it, yes. We'll be doing some sort of exposition of how to learn to fly. The Vanderhoof Flying Club will have one of its training aircraft in the spectator area, and one of our instructors or one of the mechanics will be there to let people look inside the plane, probably sit in it, and explain how things work on the plane. It's a way to get people interested in aviation. There's plenty of food, plenty of entertainment. Look forward to a good day, and hopefully we have sunshine and not 40 degrees, and hopefully everybody will come and enjoy themselves, Saturday and or Sunday.
There you go. Saturday or Sunday. Check it out for the Vanderhoof Airshow, July 25th and 26th, folks. In case you missed any of the details here from Paul or I today, we'll link it on our website, ckpgtoday.ca. But it sounds like a great time. Hot air balloons, the Erickson collection, the whistling dive bomber. This is crazy. Piloted by a Vanderhoof resident, and the jet car as well. So plenty to be excited for. Thanks so much for making the time to chat about it, Paul. miss an episode? That's okay, life gets busy. We get it. Or maybe you didn't miss anything, but you're here to watch that one feature again because honestly, it was that good. No judgment. Here's the good news. You can relive every moment of the CKPG Today show whenever you want. Head over to ckpgtoday.ca, click on the Today Show tab, and voila. So grab some snacks, kick back, and binge away because let's face it, life's too short to miss out on great local TV. If there's one thing Prince George folks know well, it is the importance of a tree. And few people know it better than these folks. The folks at the Nest Lake Tree Nursery here, just north of Prince George, Industrial Forest Services. These guys, they know it best because they raise so many of them a year. You won't believe the number that you're about to hear on the show today. We're gonna come visit, see a tree, what happens to them, and then where they end up for the winter on the show today. Now inside where some of the magic happens here at the Nest Lake Nursery with Mr. Jeff Lindsay, the manager here. Thanks so much for making the time to chat.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. So this, what do we got here? Birch growing?
Yeah, that's right. This is paper birch. So we're growing this for one of our clients. It's something that we've grown in the past, but we're just starting to get back into growing more broadleaf trees. So it's exciting.
What's the difference between growing this and like growing a different kind of, say, pine that we're going to see later?
Well, first of all, the leaves are broad, so they're going to fall off. We don't want that to happen to our pine. So normally,
Rule number one.
any kind of broadleaf tree, when it comes to sorting time, and we're putting it in the boxes, they won't have any leaves left on them because it'll be fall.
Right. Okay. So these are like it's not simulating different seasons in here, even though it's hot.
No. Right now, we're keeping this exactly as we would like, nice and controlled, warm for growing. We water our trees as we need to. They're weighed every day, so we track the water, and we just use for this species we use the light that nature provides us. So by the time fall rolls around, and it's September now, so it's well on its way, we'll have less light, and the trees respond to that by setting bud and sort of hardening off for the winter.
Huh.
Yeah.
So the birch, is there a height goal? How do you know they're ready to be taken into the fridge?
Well, let's see here. First of all, we have somebody that comes by and looks at them. So we'll have a person doing inventory.
Okay.
We look
like
at
an appraiser.
That's right. We look at the height of the tree.
Okay.
We look at the caliper of the tree, which is how thick the stem is at the bottom here, and then whether or not the plugs are in good shape. And you see lots of nice roots there.
And that's pretty good? What it's looking like right now?
Yeah, this is good. Nice and firm. So it's going to survive the trip into cold storage, out of cold storage, into a truck, into some tree planters bags, and then marched across a cup walk somewhere and stuck in the ground. So these guys will go through a lot of stress before they get planted.
Wow.
And we want to take care of them. We do care a lot about our crop, and our crop is primary. It is absolutely top priority. So we'll drop everything if we think that our trees are in danger in any way.
Huh. Okay, so some people drop everything for their pet dog at home. This is what you do for the trees.
These are my pets.
These are your pets.
These are my pets. It's great for our environment. It's really important for the industry, and it's a nice thing at the end of the day. You say, oh, I'm growing trees. I like it.
Just all in a day's work here at the Nest Lake Nursery. I
right.
think there's another greenhouse we wanted to visit. This is the one with pine in it. This is probably the most common. Is it the most common tree planted?
It's quite common.
Yeah?
It's in the top 2.
But it's definitely not boring. So we're gonna head over there.
It's not boring. Okay, let's go.
How many greenhouses you say you had, Jeff?
There's 110 here.
110. Okay, so we're at greenhouse 19, which has the lodgepole pine.
Correct. You got it.
These are the most common. Well, yeah, people know lodgepole pine is like the most common tree that you would find probably in our region.
It is. Yeah. This and interior spruce would be the bread and butter trees of the Prince George area. So what you'd be seeing more of. We are growing more Douglas fir now, but still pine is a huge important component of reforestation, and as long as our clients ask for it to grow, then we'll grow it for them.
You will grow it. Okay,
Yeah.
so a plug of one of these, if you're going to take one out of the box here, I don't know, pick your lucky one.
Sure.
How much different is this than the birch that we just saw?
Different in many ways. Well, first of all, it's got a good plug on it, so that's similar. It's actually the same stock size,
Okay.
which is interesting. And we have, we're close to it. We've got our good caliper there that we're looking for. It's got a bud that's set on it.
Okay.
The needles are hardened off. We've got some secondary growth. They look good.
Not a lot of watering going on in here like the other room.
No, so we've got, see these flags here, we'll have an irrigation team person that comes through each greenhouse every day and weighs every block with a pink flag in it.
Oh.
So we call them weigh blocks, and it's how we track how much water they've drunk. And when they get to a certain dryness, we will water them then, only then. So as the year progresses, we give everything less and less water to help them harden off for the winter.
Okay, so these would have been a seed in January, you were saying, roughly? Or when do they become not a seed?
These ones, these ones would have been probably planted closer to March.
I find myself petting these lows.
I know, that's kind of like, yeah, so it's a little bit like a pet.
So I was looking up, there's so many of these trees here today, and of course all of these are going to be planted, but there's a lot that gets planted in British Columbia every single year, and you guys are a big part of this, I hear.
Yes, we grow about 8%
Wow.
of that per year. So,
In this one spot.
well, yeah, our nursery grows 20 million a year, generally, and 230 to 300 million are planted in BC a year. And I believe across Canada, it is around 600 million per year. So
Like a third.
it's a large, BC grows, plants about half. Grows about half and plants about half.
Is that why you love BC so much?
It's one of the reasons. Yeah, I mean, I am a forester, and I do like everything about trees, so they're important.
I like it. Well,
Yeah.
they deserve some pets from us today.
Sure.
So these will go from tree to, you said there's another step, and then a freezer, which we're going to get to after the break here at the Nest Lake Tree Nursery. Thanks for this so far, Jeff. It's been really interesting.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So this is like Santa's workshop.
Yes.
Pretty much.
Yes, if you wanted to plant a forest.
It's now time for Post Your Pet here on CKPG. And take a look at this one today. This is one of the ones we got last year. Bow wow. Looks like a great time. Do you think your pet has what it takes to steal the spotlight? Then it's time to post your pet. Head online to ckpgtoday.ca for a chance to win the grand prize. Our Post Your Pet contest is proudly supported by WR Ventures, Northland Nissan, Aberdeen Glen Golf Course, Mrs. Flowers, Johnston Meyer Insurance, Ties Equipment, and the Prince George Humane Society.
Welcome back here to the Nest Lake Nursery, and this is the sorting area. We've made our way from a tree, basically how it grows in the greenhouse, all the way here, Jeff,
Yes.
to where it becomes, well, frozen. But before that, it gets sorted.
That's right. So we need to get the trees out of the blocks. So they're grown in styro blocks, and that's sort of the industry standard. And at this point, the trees are ready to go. We've been testing them to make sure that they're ready to go into the freezer.
Okay.
And the blocks are brought in with a crew. They're put onto the conveyors of these pin extractors, and then we have a big team of people here that help sort them for quality, get them bundled up nicely, and put in boxes.
Huh. So do you put all the triple A's together and all the single A's together, or how does it work? Is it like rep hockey?
No, we just make sure that everything that we sort is high quality.
Okay, so roughly how many trees do you think come? Well, I guess every tree you guys grow comes through here eventually.
Yeah, so this fall we're going to be doing processing about 14 million trees.
Wow.
Okay, that's 2/3 of what we grow through the course of the year. We have, we'll have 45 people on the floor here.
So this is like Santa's workshop.
Yes.
Pretty much.
If you wanted to plant a forest in the spring, this is where you would get all of your presents.
Now we're at the final stage of where the trees come to get refrigerated. To me, Jeff, this is like a giant Costco for trees.
It is, in a way. We have 6 cold storage units like this.
6 of them like this.
Yeah, these are the two. This one and the one back there are the newest. They're bigger than our other four original. But yes, we have capacity to store 85,000 boxes each year.
A tree for every person in Prince George. Or sorry, a box for every person in Prince George.
It's a lot of trees.
That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, and so that would be not just our trees. We store trees for nurseries all across BC and Alberta.
So trees that are getting planted likely around here in the spring, is that kind of how it goes, or not necessarily even?
Generally, yeah. So it's a lot of it has to do is who has storage space, but the bulk of it is getting trees to where their final home is going to be.
Right, makes sense. So if you were to see this, it's full of trees. What's the temperature going to be ideally? Not frozen, I would assume.
No, well, yeah, we do freeze them. We gently freeze them.
Gently.
Gently. -4.
Okay.
-4 is nice.
-4.
There's no damage.
Sunshine.
No sunshine. -4 is perfect, so that they freeze down properly. They go through their overwintering hibernation, and then they'll be gently woken up again in our thaw bays before they're shipped out to the tree planters.
And that's when you just come get one of the good-looking people to walk into the room and wake them up?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, raise the temperature?
Yeah. And we have to do it. We have to do it slowly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So slow walk by that person?
Yeah, we don't just throw them out in the heat and rush it. It's a slow process that makes the trees the happiest. There's no damage done. They aren't shocked.
Huh. And so all of this gets loaded here in the fall. And you guys, I understand, well, I mean, I've known so many people that have worked here over the years. You need some more people to work here to help pack this place.
Yes. So we're just on the front edge of our fall sort. It starts October 6th. And we're looking for people for that. We have a sorting floor where we generally have 45 people.
Wow. Small army.
A small army of people, that's right, and they're great. We've got a nice big setup out there and got some footage for that for you. And we have we'll be running from August 6th to December 15th-ish.
Oh, wow.
About then.
Merry Christmas, wow.
Yeah, Christmas comes quickly with this job.
Huh. I guess you can't see the outside. That's probably the best part of being in here working. You don't care about what's going on out there.
Well, the people that do this job take it very seriously, and they have a lot of responsibility. They do care what's going on out there, because if something misfires out there, it always transfers to down the road. So everything is put away meticulously, cooled down, and mapped properly. And yeah, we have dedicated staff that are expert in cold storage.
Now, the one thing I was going to ask you before we wrap this up, Jeff, I've noticed breathing a lot better out here. Is it just me, or is the trees doing that?
Oh, well, it's Nest Lake, so it's it's already hot. It already has that going for it. It's awesome. Let's see. Well, trees do clean the air. If you want to talk about carbon, some people think that that's really important. They say that over the course of a tree's lifetime, it will take in, on average, 2 kilograms of carbon dioxide a year and turn it into tree.
Huh.
Okay?
Okay.
So you think about, say, our small 20 million that we grow.
Small,
and then multiply that by the 80 years that it will grow. So it's a pretty big number. That's a lot of, so growing forests and keeping forests healthy and green is very important.
Sure beats a coal mine in here.
It's one of the reasons why people love working here.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, the reason I didn't ask you that question first is because I knew our brains would turn to mush when you tried to figure out the final number.
Yeah, I didn't bring my calculator. I'm not sure.
We'll let the audience do that.
Yeah.
But anyways, thanks so much for your time today. This has been great.
Yeah, great.
A great tour of the Nest Lake Nursery. There's lots going on here, and we'll link all the details in case you missed anything today on ckpgtoday.ca. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Taking a look outside at our CKPG snapshot of the day to end the week here with Kathy Neeson and Mom taking out her kid for a little walk here. Might even be like one of its first walks. Look at how little this baby moose is on your screen. Absolutely adorable. My goodness. Just think you could have this as a pet and then it would grow up and look like Mama Moose here. A little different, but a very cool shot, Kathy. Thanks so much for sharing. Glad you're in the right spot at the right time to capture this and share it with us. Folks, if you have a snapshot to share, we would love to see your photos. Snapshot at ckpg.com is where you can send them. Our email inbox is open. Hey there, got an idea or suggestion for the show? Reach out and connect through our social media or send us an email at letstalk@ckpgtoday.ca.
Do you remember the Four Seasons pool? Well, today we're going to look at that in local history. I didn't know it was actually expanded, but as history would have it, yes, the pool was the original building, and then the water slide area you know and remember, well, that was added on. And today is the anniversary of the start of that expansion.
Taking a look back to 1985, pool gets money. The provincial government delivered on a verbal promise to contribute $383,000 to the $1.1 million expansion of the Four Seasons pool. You can see pictured here Mayor Elmer Mercier and Prince George North MLA Jack Heinrich, who gave the city a written commitment Tuesday that the contribution would be made through the BC Lottery Corporation. Of course, this is an expansion on the already existing Four Seasons pool that would ultimately lead to the water slide area that people enjoyed for many years.
There you go. You could say we're just sliding into the weekend. Okay, I couldn't help myself there. But anyways, thanks so much for watching today, folks. It's been a great week. We'll have more great stuff for you next week, I promise. A little bit to do with Valemount, British Columbia. So if you love that region of the province, stay tuned. We're going to do some pretty cool stuff we'll show off. Okay, until next time, enjoy the weekend. See you then. Bye now.